You are getting ready to listen to the voice of Dr. Rhadi Ferguson, 2004 Olympian, four-time national judo champion, Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt, author, speaker, and coach.
What's going on, man? This is Dr. Rhadi Ferguson. This is for my... I'm gonna drop this on my coffee with Rhadi this morning. Sometimes I have some laid back coffee with Rhadi's. This one I'm telling you is not going to be a laid back one. So if you have a problem with explicit language or anything like that, or if you have kids in the car, this will probably be a good time to shut this particular video off, because I'm not going to have my filter on when I talk. I'm going to talk very freely here. I coach. I've been coaching for a living since 2001 on the professional side. I've been coaching since 2001 on the professional side. So it's 2023 now. It's about 22 years that I've been coaching professionally. I coach health and wellness. I coach strength and conditioning. I coach judo, jiu-jitsu, mixed martial arts. And I want to tell you this, they're all different types of coaches. All right. I have my style. Other people have their style. Sometimes my style may change a bit depending on my role in the coaching program, if it's a collaborative coaching approach. But at the end of the day, I still follow the formula of I say, you do, we win. When I'm telling somebody to do something, I'm not making a fucking recommendation. I'm giving a fucking directive. And when I give the fucking directive, I want the directive to be followed. And that's it. I'm not fucking asking you what you'd like. I'm not asking you what you want to do. I don't give a fuck if you like to do it or not. I don't give a fuck how you feel about it either. Because at the end of the day, sometimes your feelings don't matter when it comes to getting stuff done. I don't give a fuck how you feel when it comes to getting the task done. The task has to be done regardless of how you feel. Now, there are times for this approach. There are times when we don't necessarily need to use this approach. But here's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you, I don't give a fuck if you're in my judo class, if you're a kid in the program, a jiu-jitsu class, if you're a client. When I tell you to do some shit, that's what the fuck I want done. I understand people have different parenting styles. If your parenting style is that you're making a request of your kid, or you want to find out what your kid wants to do, or if you're giving your kid some options and fucking choices, like, that's great. I respect that style. It's not the one that I use, and your kid needs to be exposed to different styles. Ta-da! So get fucking used to it. Now, if you don't like that, get the fuck. I don't give a shit. I just don't. To my health and wellness class, and my personal class that I coach at the high end on the judo and jiu-jitsu side, my fucking $1,500 a month and $1,000 a month and $500 a month people. Listen, if I tell you to do some shit and you don't understand it, do it anyway, because as one of my favorite lines in the movie of The Matrix 2, the second one is Cornel West says, comprehension is not a requisite of compliance. I don't need you to fucking understand in order to do. You do, and I'll explain as you're doing it. Or I'll explain when you get done. Or I just won't fucking explain at all. Your job is to fucking do, because you've been doing it your way, and your way doesn't work. That's why you came to me. If you want to put your way in my way, then you're in the fucking way. Your way doesn't work. If your way worked, fuck, you wouldn't need me. My job is to make you uncomfortable and to allow that discomfort to cause effectual change in your life. My job is not to make you comfortable. I give two fucks about your comfort. I just don't. I don't give a fuck if you're comfortable. Do I give a fuck if you're comfortable, bro? No. I just made you uncomfortable just now. Yeah, because I love you. Yes. I'm not talking about being disrespectful with the discomfort. But man, my job is to make you uncomfortable. Fuck, I don't give a fuck about your comfort. My good friend, Coach Arlo Henderson, he calls it comfort cancer. He said it'll kill you from the inside, and you won't even notice it because you're just so used to being comfortable. You don't even know how much we move less since the invention of the remote control and the microwave. It doesn't seem like a big deal, but just think about all the hours that you would take to heat up an oven, to heat up food, or get a pot and put a little bit of oil in and cook the food and move it around with your arms or your hands. Like, you don't even have to do that anymore. You just hit a button. Just think about the times that how many trips that you've removed walking to the television back and forth because you have a remote. This is a comfort cancer. And now you don't want to walk. You don't want to exercise. You don't want to lift weights. You don't want to be miserable. You don't be miserable. Okay, it's okay. Don't hire me. Because my job is to usher in a level of discomfort and misery so that you can change. And that's it. And that's how it goes. The process of, I want you to listen to me. I want y'all, I don't want you to miss this more. I want you to get this part before you get out here. The process of fertilization is fun. When you have the child, they call it what? Labor. Why? Because that is when the work starts. That is when the work starts. That's when the work starts. I'm going through what? I'm going through labor. The work is beginning. The work starts in the labor. The baby comes out. You're not sleeping a lot at night. You're working, you're feeding around the clock, feeding. The child is young. You're teaching the child how to walk, how to read, how to ride a bicycle, how to fall down, how to get back up. The whole part is laborious in nature. And then when the child gets of age, some of your work is then what? It's done. The process of labor decreases over time. It's fun in the beginning, but the fun only lasts for a small period of time. A little longer for some of you, but just a small period of time. The fun is fun. The conception is fun. Bing! And then what? The movement into the process of labor. It's labor. And there are things in your life that you want to have birthed without the fucking labor. And it's not happening. The signing up for the soccer program for your kid is fun. The conception of the thing is fun. But then when your kid goes to the fucking soccer practice, the labor begins. Don't yawn your mouth in here. Don't yawn in here without covering your mouth. That's one of my pet peeves. That's one of them. I have several. It's one of the major ones, and I love you. I think you're fantastic. God bless you too. Dios te bendiga. Amen. Listen at me. All right. This is the problem. You do all these kids sports. These sports, all right, these fucking get over program motherfuckers have your kids sign up. They have one practice or no practice, and they just fucking play games every Saturday. This is what they do. They sign up volleyball. They sign up because they think, oh, we're going to get the kid in here, the kids to teach fun. And I don't mind fun. I don't mind fun. You get it in with fun. Pun intended. Okay. You get it in with fun, right? The conception part of it is fun. I don't mind. Get them in the program, fun. Bring them in, fun. Let's go, it's fun. But then, after the fun, después culiando, trabajando. Okay? Then you have to work, man. You have to do the work. And the problem that I have with these programs that have these kids coming here when they do no practice at all games is that, listen, it's out of order. They're trying to, we just have fun, and then whatever kids stick, those are the ones that like it. I don't give a fuck what the kid likes. I don't care what the kid likes. The good book says teach a child the way they should go, not the way they want to go. And when they're old, they won't depart from it. The way they should go. I remember my son's 17 years old now. He's built like a brick shit house. Didn't like doing judo at all. I don't give a fuck if you like doing judo or not, or jujitsu. That's of no importance to me. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if you like taking your vitamins. I don't give a fuck if you don't like the food that I serve. I don't give a fuck about any of that shit. What I serve, you eat. Period. I serve judo practice, you consume that. I serve chicken and rice, you consume that. Listen, I serve green beans, you consume that. That's it. I listen, if you're sick and Benadryl, I don't care if you don't like a high taste. I say, you do, we win. I say, you do, we win. It was last year when my son came up to me and said, Daddy, thank you. I get it now. I understand why you did it the way you did it. He said, I'm very different than other people. I said, you are, Rufus. I said, but you didn't get like that by accident. I said, you got like that from the labor. Do thy duty which is best. Leave unto the Lord the rest. You all can continue now. The labor. The labor. The labor.
You are getting ready to listen to the voice of Dr. Rhadi Ferguson, 2004 Olympian, 4-time national judo champion, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, author, speaker, and coach.